Welcome to those that are new, and welcome back to the others. Here we are again with the challenge of digging a little bit deeper. I appreciate the challenges, tell you the truth. May the Lord continue to work through me to you all, and may the blessings continue to flow. So, here we are doing part three for parents slash parenting. All right, so uh, many seems to like a lot of the ideas or things that I did with my family, and many are trying to do better themselves and apply themselves in different ways than they've done before in order to help build their families. So this segment um, mainly is going to be geared towards revealing a few more things that is more personal to me um, and my family. Okay, so first, something if your kids are already grown, I'm just kind of walking you through. One of the first things, some looked at me like, wow, how did you make that happen? Because babies don't like to listen. They're usually the ones screaming and showing who's boss in the house and everywhere else. But for mine, there was you could say, a little noise that dad made that got their attention really quick. And from very young, before they even knew Baba, they knew, ah, that was their big, like, the police ain't stopping, or I will shoot, or the siren is going off, or car door alarms strike, or whatever would grab your attention, like blowing a whistle. That nice little sound for me was an alert system for them. Ah, meant, wait, dad is not cool with something I'm doing. So they would stop to, what? Even before they talked. It was as they heard the sound. Uh-oh. Either I'm about to get corrected, redirected, or at least he's letting me know Daddy's watching. So whatever it is you're doing or about to do, don't do it. That was also your little chance to correct self before having to be corrected, right? Okay, so I got to give it the third time. Maybe you could get it down to, meant whatever you're about to do or is doing, or maybe even thinking about, cut it out. All right? So they're grown, and I could still use the same little sound, and they go, but dad, I didn't say anything else, just made a noise. But the results is the same. Let's get them a little bit bigger. There's a look. I don't understand the look, but they understand the look. And their mom could have been saying, boy, didn't I tell you go shower 30 minutes ago? This is the sixth time I'm telling you. And I walked in the door and hear this conversation going on. It might have been on the fourth time she was saying it. And I walked to the room gingerly, like nothing happened. And I'm now, you know, freeing myself from my day, trying to get in a little chill mode to hear her repeat it again. And then that final time, dear old dad just stands up, walks to the door, looks out, and you would swear something just happened. And she'll go, but you didn't say anything. They knew from the look you had a quick decision to make. Either you make your own decision that is correct, or dad have to make the decision for you. Which one would you like? And usually, just the look, and they was on it. Praise the Lord. So I thank him for the look, as well as the sound. Now, in our home, I created rules. Call them house rules. It was written right across the top. House rules. Really, to tell you the truth, everything was more geared towards helping my ex out. Because, you know, super dad can't be there 24/7. Somebody got to provide. So, while working and taking care of things, there was rules that they needed to abide by. And in hopes, by abiding by them, she would have less headaches. You know, things like clean up after yourself. Yes, you could teach them from young to start picking up their own stuff and putting it away. Call it cleanup time. Sing cleanup time. Whatever it is you need to do, be creative. But they knew, at least dad is going to expect you to. And if you don't know how, it's time to learn to clean up after yourself. Daddy don't plan to be your maid. I'm going to help you, but I'm not going to carry you forever. Okay? Independence. They all want it. They all need it. So it's work that comes along with it. Clean up after yourself. Clean your room, make your bed, put your stuff away. It's yours. Okay? Do your chores. School was their number one job. So, after school, if you have homework, that came first. Not your friends, not playing, not TV, not anything else. Homework first. So, we don't have to ask, did you get your homework done? Boy, you knew you needed to do your homework. And no, we're not waiting because it says you could wait till Friday and it's Monday. If you knock it out now, remember that little thing I tell you before, if you do the things you're supposed to do, you'll have the time to do the things you want to do. But if you're a procrastinator, that tells me you need help because you will wait till Friday. So I'm not going to let you play from Monday through Friday, and then Friday you didn't get your work done. So call me mean, but we're going to get the work done. Then we could play Tuesday through Friday. You see how that works? Not hope you get your work done on Friday. We can play and enjoy ourselves because it is done. Monday night, Tuesday night, but not Friday when it's due. We ain't playing the last minute thing. Call me mean. But you know what? You know how much more fun you could have when things is done versus when you're trying to not do the work you need to do? You know much more freedom you will have. And this is adults too. Don't just look at your kids, because we want to procrastinate too. That child says, I have a project. Mom, Dad, can you help me? Well, I worked hard today. I don't feel like it. Guess what you're teaching them? Well, I guess they worked hard today in school, playing ball, whatever they were doing. So I guess they don't need to do nothing either. Stop teaching bad habits. They got something to do. Do your best to knock it out. And then give yourself the freedom to do other things you want to do. Because now you don't have to stop. Keywords are have to stop. Because it's done. Okay? There was no fighting. And please don't tell me he hit me first or she did this. Or first meant you did it too. So, if he hit and you hit, both is wrong. I don't care how it happened. Both of you are wrong. Or, once you got hit, you should have brought it to one of our attention. We'll be glad to take care of the hitting for you. Then you won't get in trouble too. They say snitches get stitches. Okay, well, in my household, okay, play the game if you want to. You know, stupid games have stupid prizes. Is that what they say? Well, ignorance isn't bliss. They can learn from young. And then if you're teaching them to do nonsense, they're going to do it. So, bring the truth. It will set you free. Or at least, hopefully, keep you out of a whole lot of mess. Because then you don't have to remember the lie you told me. And the Lord is very good about bringing things from the dark to the light. Whether a child, a teenager, or an adult. So, if you're doing it in front of your children, cut it out. They will do it too. And they will try to best you with it. Then you're going to get upset. So, no fighting. Speak to each other with kindness. You walking around, you dumb boy, you whatever. Homie, don't play that. All right? Life is calling us all kind of nonsense. We're not coming home to do it with each other. Speak with kindness. All right? So, again, things to make sure she's not home dealing with mess was set up for them to do. And at least, last but not least, but then again, let me throw in another one. The last little not least was listen to your mama. But I'm going to throw in two more. One, if you're going out, you ought to check in. Even if you're having the fun of your life, don't just run home to say, oh, he hit me or they won't play with me. Whatever the case is, don't only come home to complain. Come home and let her know how much fun you're having. Then go back. Have some more fun. And the second I'm going to add in is be home before dark. Don't make me have to come look for you. Okay, we're going to leave that one alone. All right. So, again, house rules. Create things that helps you and or your mate with the children. And then follow through. Because if they see you just saying words, they won't matter. Because they ain't going to do it. Follow through. Okay? Why I'm saying that too? Another rule that I added that wasn't on the list, but it was known. We are one. So if I said no and you go to mama, or mama said no and you come to me and I find out, you're in trouble. And many times, to give you a chance to get away from the trouble you're about to get in, you says, Chad, can I? And I said, what did your mama say? Lie to me if you want. Because then you got to deal with that. What did your mama say? Well, actually, since you brought it up, she said no. Then guess what the answer is? No, and you shouldn't be in front of me. Need I say more? Don't let them play both of you like fiddles, because once they realize one will say no and they could get a yes from the other one, and they're causing rifts and problems and fights and heartaches and breakups and divorces and everything else, they're okay, because for them, they're just testing boundaries, having fun. For you, you're having heartaches and sleeping on the couch or with the invisible dog in a doghouse you don't own. Unify and let them see they can't get over either one. And if the two of you parents are communicating, then it'll be a piece of cake. You could say it will, because then the children learn. All right, mom and dad, they talk to each other. Wow, mom and dad talk to each other. I can't do that. And, or if I go behind mom or dad, that's not going to be good for me. So, I'm not going to do that. You see how that works? Perfect. Now, I'm going to give you a little extra before I kind of bring this to a close. In my last segment, I said certain things I really have to be careful of, even saying to this day. And this is one of them. Come see me. Don't sound very dangerous, right? I wouldn't think it is. But I found out from my daughter, and this is her in high school. From them wonderful house chores, again, my wife had a little happy face thing. She did it on the fridge, and she would check and she would let me know and them know by each day putting something, a smiley face, a sad face, or whatever on there, and they got to see either mom was okay with what they were doing or she was not. Me, I did things more behind the scenes. When they got to school, before I leave for work, I will walk through the house, or when I got home, I'll walk through the house and look to see what's going on. So, either way, I could see that they didn't do their job. I could see they didn't clean the room, or whatever it is, for myself. Not just look at the chart. And one day, walking through the house, there was one room that looked almost immaculate. There was a few things that could have been picked up and put away, but the bed was made and the room was almost invitable. for others to see because she did what she needed to do but missed a few minor things. Other rooms looked like chaos. A storm came through and blew everything wherever, and stuff was just not right. So, me with my loving heart wrote on a piece of paper, "Come see me," and I placed it on her pillow. And I was excited because I wanted to reward my daughter. She did great. And she got home, and I heard her squeal in tears, and she was bawling it down. And her mama was in the kitchen, and she says, "What's wrong?" And it was one of these, forgive my reenactment. "Mama, I didn't do anything. This is not fair." And she just went into her thing, and she walked like a snail all the way to my room, crying, complaining, because she didn't want to be in trouble. She did good in school. She had a great day. She didn't mess up. And here it is. She have to go see Dad. And I patiently sat and waited till she finished crying and complaining about me all the way to the room. And I simply said, "Oh, well, since you're already crying, you can close the door behind you." You would have thought I killed her right then and there. And the tears went up an octave, and so was the grief behind it. And then she went into explaining to me all the reasons why she shouldn't have to come see me. And for once, I almost couldn't get a word in edgewise. So I said, "Baby girl," she's doing her thing, "baby girl, can I speak now, baby girl?" And now I'm getting the sniffles. But I was allowed to speak. And I said, "Well, every day I get up and I check behind you all. And for some reason today, when I walked through the house, there was one person that cleaned her room and had everything immaculate. So I wanted to reward her. Do you know what I saw from? That was me. Girl, you grown. How you went from 2 to 16 in less than a second? That was me. Oh, I learned that day. So when y'all here come see me, you only look at being in trouble, because normally they were. And when they wasn't listening to Mom, I would say, "Okay, well, since you're not listening, come see me. And we'll deal with the issues that you could have solved with Mom. But we're going to solve it Dad's way." See, as nice as I am, didn't you? I was fair, but rules were rules, and I wasn't going to play with them. So, listen or feel, and or deal with the consequence. So, to bring this to a close, I'll ask, create things that you feel one will bless you and your mate plus the kids. Asking you to do that because it will help y'all in the long run. Okay? Explore different things if you're not exactly sure. Sit down with the other person and discuss it. Collaborate. Maybe, hey, you could say, I was thinking this, and they'll say, I'm thinking that, and both of y'all coming together could create something really wonderful. Now, why I would recommend coming together if you're with someone is that it isn't one sided. Or you only doing things that, no. We ain't about one sided things. You got to be equally yoked. And if you both don't agree on what's going on, the kids will pick up on it. So, discuss it, collaborate, create together, and then enforce it together. And you will say, oh my goodness, what just happened in my household? Look at the kids, because when they know they can't run from one to the other or spin things and use it the way that they want to and manipulate, as they will try, their job is to test your boundaries. They will test your boundaries, either together or when you all are apart. Okay, so don't wait. Don't procrastinate. As soon as he walked in or she gets home or whatever it is, sit down together, even if y'all have never done it before. For the children, sit down and talk with your other. And if you got to do it alone, it's okay. You still don't wait. So if you're together, don't wait together to get started. And or if the other person is not really down for it, it's okay. You can't force that. Again, you don't want to create rifts, and then the children is watching that. You can still start and encourage. Just like I asked you to encourage the children, encourage your mate to then step up and step in on what's going on so that the kids can get exactly what they need, which is going to be the two of you working together, loving them, providing them with amazing parenting. Doesn't they all deserve that? Wouldn't you have wanted that? So, deliver and be blessed. See you in the next segment.